Hello everyone, Russell Wright from networkempire.com, and now we're on Module 9 in the Video Website Silo Architecture course. And we thought long and hard about putting this module in, whether we should or not. And this module is Rss Automation Syndication. And the reason I'm putting it before the manual video syndication, because there's a lot of things you need to do manually, is because I want you to know how inspired you get when you have a one feed set up and you know your videos are going to go everywhere. For some reason, I've noticed in my professional clients, my corporate clients, and even my small business clients, that when they have this sense of empowerment that comes from knowing that every time they upload a video to YouTube, that it's going to go a lot further than it would if they're just going to manually curate it or syndicate it or copy and paste their video embed codes in various places, they do a better job in creating videos in the future, both on their website silo architecture, on their video site, as well as on their blog posts and their weekly schedule that we're going to cover in Module 12. So let's go ahead and just jump in here. I'm going to try to get through this quickly. So tip 1, I want to introduce this to you before manual video curation on the next module and syndication, because it is easier to have your one feed set up in advance. Okay, now what I mean by before manual video curation, I got to watch that word curation because there's a lot of ideas around it. What I'm really meaning is there's a lot of things you have to do by hand when you upload a video on YouTube or on Vimeo. You've got to put that embed code on your blog. I recommend that you put one on your blog as well as your silo landing page. Okay, so on the silo landing page that I've gone over, which is your index page, your video, your silo landing page, and your article supporting video article pages, those should also be uploaded to YouTube just for the extra traffic. And you want to put a link to the description tag in the description tag on YouTube to the video landing pages. Okay, wherever that video is, think of it as a page and think of theme mirroring. And that theme mirroring is where you really want to drive that traffic. And so the next module is on manual, but it's better to do this ahead of time. There's a couple of reasons. First reason is you'll be too busy creating content to engage in the one feed RSS system. You're going to get it's a lot of brain damage to move over into an entirely new concept, and I can almost guarantee you that most of the RSS methods that we use in the one feed system, the one feed course, which is a completely different course than this one, is new to most people. Okay, and so I don't want you to get distracted from that. I do recommend you learn it at some point. And the second reason is that you'll be too busy manually syndicating your videos to your WR1 websites to worry about the one feed setup. Now, I do recommend that you take the time to learn it at some point. And if you haven't, you have a choice you can make now. You can go over to the one feed to rule them all do-it-yourself course. Remember, once these one feeds are set up, it's set and forget. It's not like you got to come back. It's not a reoccurring product. Okay, I do lay it all carefully out inside the one feed to rule them all course, and inside the Network Empire members area, we do have a special discount for members on that price. It's $97 to the general public on the one feed page. I think it's $40 or something like $40, around $40 to $50 to members inside the members bonus and discount area. Okay, so just go to members area and look on members discounts and you'll see that price there. Now, I'm not trying to pitch you on this. I'm just saying that we had to break this down. It's actually for your benefit that we break down this into a completely different course. Okay, and this is where I would insert it when you're ready. You might want to skip it on your first website, but I do recommend that if you have the time and the energy to give it an additional few days worth of research, that you might want to go through it, and you have the budget. I also give some alternatives to learning the one feed, so it doesn't seem like a platform pitch. I'm going to give you some free methods, some basic methods at the end of this little video here. Also, knowing that RSS extends your reach gives you more inspiration and focus. Again, I've seen this in both corporate and private business folks. They know they're going everywhere, so it just keeps the dopamine up, gets the organization moving, because they know they're going to get a lot of reach. I think there's a quote for that: an audience always gives you motivation. Audience is the ultimate inspiration. So tip 2 is knowing that RSS automation is not required for success with this video website style architecture. Again, I want to emphasize, and again, we even thought about not putting this video and this module in the course, but it wouldn't be fair because we have to break down all the incredibly rich information in Network Empire into different modules and courses. Otherwise, people get overwhelmed. You're probably beginning to get an idea of how much information we have and how many things that we do to syndicate our material. So Knowing that RSS automation is not required for success with video and website site architecture is helpful. And again, here's the downside of not using it. You will not get the same reach, but you can come back to it later. You could hire us to do the one RSS feed setup for you. Remember, it is a one-time set and forget. Okay, we do have it as a done for you service, and you can look at prices and services. If you're a corporate or you're a large business or even a middle-sized business, you might want to hire us just to do it for you. I've got an outsourced team on staff that does this for you. We offer that just in case people want that. Tip 3 is a minimum: syndicate your YouTube RSS feed, because you should always upload your videos to YouTube for extra traffic. So you already know what an advocate I am of uploading to YouTube, even if your player on your WR1 site is Vimeo or any of your other feeds. Now, I've given you the link to the YouTube RSS feed on our wiki. Use this one. Don't use the other ones. People come to us on our help desk all the time with YouTube RSS feeds that we don't recognize or they've made with other software. Just use the default. It's gdata.youtube.com/feeds/API/videos ? Author Okay? I know that sounds like a mouthful, but I use it so much that I really want you to use this particular feed. Okay? So if you want to, just click on the link on the brain data. It'll take you to this particular feed. If you want to take a look at what it looks like any other feed, but what's cool about it is it's your YouTube feed. Okay? There's nothing on it right now. I think that because I haven't given you an actual user ID. So if I go to my channel, it'll look like something like this. These are all the videos we've loaded recently. And those will go out to the ping services that I'll show you. And if you do the one feed, we sent that to like 100 different places. So, and you do get traffic from that. Okay? So there's a reason. Okay, here's the feed again. It's Network Empire News /feed. At a minimum, you should syndicate your YouTube feed, because HTML websites and non-WordPress platforms generally do not have a built-in RSS XML technology, which is another reason to focus on YouTube as your RSS feed, because here's a blog technology. This is Network Empire News /feed. So I run both our blog feed and our YouTube channel feed, which are separate, through all of the RSS technology I'm going to talk briefly about. The one feed does all of it for you, hands down, including splicing both your blog and your YouTube channel and the YouTube channel that might be more powerful than you that are on the same feed. We actually create a wind draft effect, kind of the wind beneath your wing, so to speak. If you have a high page rank, highly syndicated blog that's on the same topic, you can actually splice your video YouTube with theirs, and it'll give you a little extra lift when you're first kicking off. Okay, this is something that we do by default when it comes to our one feed system. Okay, so there's a reason. Let's go ahead and look at this. Here's another reason. Video RSS syndication gets extra traffic, more extra. Wow, that's pretty bad, isn't it? Let's just get rid of extra here. Apologize for that. Should just be simply more. If any of you guys are interested in knowing what software I'm using here, this is called The Brain, available at thebrain.com. I just love this software. Okay, it gets more traffic than non-video XML. I've got a nice video here that I really want you to watch. I can show you exactly inside your Google Analytics file on this video where you need to go to check to see if you have RSS traffic. And where it is, I don't know how well you can see this, is right under campaigns. It's going to be on your traffic source under campaigns. Okay? And this is really important to me because I can't tell you how many people didn't know what that guy was talking about until I showed them how to go to their campaigns and their traffic source in their Google Analytics file. As soon as they looked at their campaign, they saw they either did or did not have RSS traffic. And after a one feed and a few publications with their blog, they could see that RSS traffic was coming in, which is extremely helpful. Okay. All right. Let me see if I can find my way back to. All right, so that's good. Let's go on to 4. Now, here's how to check your current RSS traffic, if any, to your website. I actually get into this here so you can check it out on the brain. And when you watch that video, it's only good for analytics. You can find this under your campaigns, as I just showed you. The success of the one-feed RSS system, whether you purchase it or you do it yourself or you take our course and do it, is directly proportional to your frequency of publish. Since your YouTube channel will contain both your WR1 transaction blog videos and your blog roll, all of these videos will get syndicated. Okay, so your YouTube RSS feed is going to have all of your videos that you ever do. Even if you use another player on your transaction site and not a YouTube player, you're still uploading them to YouTube if you follow my instruction, because you're going to get extra traffic. So you might as well toss that feed into that feed from your YouTube channel should be syndicated and pinged, because you're providing excellent information. And if you do what I showed you in the previous modules, which is your annotations, your tagging, and your link back to that theme mirror, that relevant page, you're going to start getting traffic from those videos. So you milk every piece of traffic that you can from that. I also recommend that you place your WR1 videos from your main transaction site on your blogs as a theme mirror, so that the Pinfish plugin will occasionally republish them. Okay, so this is another alternative, is that not only will you take not only are those videos on YouTube, but take the videos from your main site onto your blog. I'm talking about your blog roll. Okay, that's the blog that you're trying to get anywhere from 1 to 5 publications per week. Go ahead and take those videos the first time you publish off of your silo landing page, off of your index page, put them in a blog post as well and give it a little blurb. Because then, if you do the one feed for your blog RSS feed, especially because we use Pinfish, every so often those videos are going to be churned to the top. We never let any of our posts get old. We automate that technology. And so every once in a while that'll get re-syndicated a minimum of every 45 days back to Google and re-pinged and re-syndicated with more traffic. And it's really powerful that way. That way none of your content ever goes stale. Also, see the members only back in the box section in this module, as well as in the private membership area, where I talk more about Pinfish. It's one of my favorite WordPress plugins, and we do use it as part of the one feed. Pinfish is also part of one feed RSS system that we showed you. Here's a little screen capture. I've also left you a video here showing how it works. This is a plugin created by Sean Donahoe, and I actually stopped production on the plugin that I was in the middle of making that was similar to this because it was so effective. Also, you can put it on a cron, an external cron job, so it'll just run and drudge. It's got a time machine in there, so none of your posts really tend to get very old. So it's a really ideal thing to add for video. Remember, everything should be video centric, and your video blog posts can be re-syndicated and re-pinged if they haven't been visited or syndicated in a while. Really great plugin. Also, there are many other RSS tools we use in the One Feed RSS marketing course. I don't want you to think that this tip 4 is a complete process for RSS automation. This is just to help you wet your feet, because I really want you to be video driven first and then syndicate those posts and content with video. Also, Pinfish is a part, did I do this already? Pinfish is a part of our One Feed RSS system. Let me just see if I did that. Yeah, I did. And there are many other RSS tools we use in the, have I done this? I feel like I'm repeating myself. Yeah, I did. Okay. Sorry, I'm going in circles. Let's go back to number 4. There's so much to tell you that sometimes I get lost. Okay, 5. Tip number 5 is alternative to one feed, the minimum RSS syndication for your YouTube channel. This is in case you really don't have any more money to spend, you don't want to purchase our one feed done for you product. And I think I've covered the done for you product. And we also, in case you don't want to take the course. The alternative, I'm going to give you the step by step, okay? Submit to the RSS submit software if you have it. The software costs around 90 bucks. It's probably something you eventually want to add to your arsenal. It's still running well. Okay, and it'll submit to all the free RSS directories. And the thing is here that there's a lot of RSS free directories. Once accomplished, this means that every time you post a video to YouTube, it will get posted to the RSS directories on the internet as well. Okay, and let's go to step 2. Step 2 will be run your, here's an option, an alternative for you, is go to Twitter feed and run your YouTube RSS feed through your Twitter feed account. Again, we're focused on YouTube right here as a minimum, okay, your YouTube RSS feed. Run it through your Twitter feed account and then connect it to your Twitter feed account, and start auto-posting your videos to your Twitter feed. And that's fine because you're not posting thousands of things. If you have a really high volume YouTube channel, like something every hour, that's a lot of publishing. I can't imagine that you do, but if you do, that's still fine. I don't recommend that you post more than 1 tweet per hour. People talk to me about that, and I gotta let you know here that it does depend upon how many followers you actually have. If you've got 10 or 15,000 followers, it doesn't really matter if you post every 10 minutes or 30 minutes, okay? If you're a new account and you're not really sure, if you should publish, when in doubt, don't publish too often. But if you've got, the cool thing about a YouTube feed is that it's only going out every once a week or 5 times a week or at the most, something like that. So just make sure you publish all your YouTube videos automatically through Twitter feed or something like Twitter feed. Step 4 is get a Twyla account and connect the app to your Twitter account. Twyla is kind of cool. It's free. Once you get accepted, you should have 40 tweets before you try to apply to Kim's service. And she and her husband have created this amazing Twyla system, and it's literally just turns your Twitter account into a post. Okay, and you just literally connect it. This means that every time you post a YouTube video, it will get posted to your Twitter account. All right. And what's cool about that? Oh, sorry, that was the wrong one. This means that Twitter will make it so that every time you publish, Twyla will make it so that every time you publish to your Twitter account, Twyla will create a new indexable private page for your tweet, which will contain video. Here's an example of a video that I published to Twitter that was published to Twyla. What's cool about Twyla is a lot of the times it gets indexed. Now, Twyla does not have an RSS feed, sadly. That would be really cool, as far as I know. But it does create a nice page. It's kind of like flipping your Twitter account on its head and turning it back into a website. And that's what Twyla does. Twyla creates websites that are theme specific to your Twitter account. And what's really cool about it is after the first couple of months of building my Twyla page, I began to weed out unnecessary tweets and tweets that were not relevant to my theme, because it became so obvious when they're put into a giant website what is and is not relevant to my market. Okay? Twyla, seriously set and forget, you guys. Okay? Seriously set and forget. Apply, get approved, make sure you have 40 tweets, make free pages with every tweet, and then drive free traffic. I do get traffic from my Twyla pages off of the search engine, so it goes search engine, Twyla, my website. Step 5 is an option, but again, I'm trying to give you some free tips for your YouTube channel. Create an RSS feed in Feedburner, which is Google's product, still running strong. I kept thinking they were going to croak, but they haven't died yet. Take your YouTube feed, turn it into a Feedburner account, and then run that through the same RSS submit. Okay, we'll talk about that. This is less about subscribers and more about pinging and RSS traffic from feed swipers. Okay, we're going to talk about feed swipers. Feed swipers are this whole remember that book by Abby Hoffman, Steal This Book? It's really about steal this feed. People do it all the time and love video RSS feeds for the same reason that you should. How do I know that people steal feeds? Because I've seen them, and I steal video RSS feeds to build automatic video sites. I have hundreds, if not thousands, of videos every hour uploading to sites that I have around the web, because video drives traffic. All right now that's still really working. So Google is Feedburner is owned by Google, and again, these are not subscriber accounts. So obviously I'm not trying to impress you with the low subscriber count, but these RSS feeds, when they're syndicated right through the RSS submit, which we're going to go through the next step, again, I get more reach, especially when they're video. So submit your new Feedburner YouTube RSS feed to RSS submit software as suggested in step 1. Okay, just like I showed you, and you're going to get all these submitted. That means in the future, as long as these RSS directories are around, every time you upload a video, it gets churned out through the feed on your YouTube RSS feed and then goes to these directories. And then various people scrape these directories, as well as they parse in other ways as well, and they find these video feeds that you're providing, and they try to recreate them on their own site. And we'll talk about, there's actual services that offer RSS feeds in the same way, but smart people go out and just steal them from people like you, and you want them to steal them because it'll drive traffic back to your main site. By the way, don't give away your complete content on an RSS feed, but the video is fine, in my opinion. Step 7, improvise more RSS feed reach by improvising and adapting. Okay, and you do that by always looking for an RSS feed in or a female end to any SEO backlinking or social platform or anything for that matter that you join. Okay, RSS is everywhere, but sometimes you don't even look for it. So example one will be OnlyWire. OnlyWire is a paid submission service that is pretty much limited to backlinking services, but it does have an RSS in for your blog, and of course you can use it for the YouTube feed, which I'm discussing here as your unique bare minimum, or any RSS feed once you get good at this stuff. Downside is OnlyWire is not free and provides bookmarking value, page rank 1 forever. What I really mean is the most that I've ever been able to get a site up to using OnlyWire just by itself is a page rank 2. And as soon as I stop using OnlyWire, the page rank goes away. So bookmarks are churn and burn. They'll probably work for the next couple of years because they're minor archaea, you know. So just keep in mind that OnlyWire is not free. I have a master account, provide tons of backlinks for it. Example 2, whoops, let's go back to that. Yeah, it's not free. Example 2 of free RSS that have an RSS female end is Link Pipeline. Now Link Pipeline I'm still in the middle of testing, and it does have it's much cheaper and provides even more links than OnlyWire does. Okay, so it's bigger bang for the buck, but it has not been around as long. I use this for both RSS feeds and my YouTube channel. Okay, downside is it's also not free. Okay, example 2 is services like Twitter feed, which I've already shown you above, and if this then that, to submit to any social platform you wish to have your video submitted to, of course within the limits of IFTTT. If this then that. It's a simple programmatic module where you don't have to be a programmer in order to syndicate your RSS feed as well as other things. Okay, and if you go to the service, you just sign up for it, and they'll act as a hub or a hinge between wherever you're coming from and where you're going to. I suggest that you only use it for RSS feed syndication, and you use RSS as a buffer rather than going directly from one service to another. Okay, I like to use RSS feed as a middle world so that I have more control on the way that these social services are connected. They have limits to what they offer, but here's a few of the services that they offer. Okay, Facebook, Evernote, email, weather. So they give you so many services that it would be really easy to get confused. Stick with the big ones. This is the most well known. And if you don't have a map or a plan, this service is just a hub that's going to confuse you. I hear about a lot of people using things and connecting things that are just going to bog them down. Okay, they don't really give them a bang for a buck. Okay. By the way, if this then that is free. Okay. So complete your module tasks below. If you're seeing this video inside the video website Silo Architecture course, I'm going to give you all a lot of these tips laid out for you in a linear fashion, and I'm going to give you a few other items. So this is an introduction to the one-feed RSS automation system. It's only a sneak peek. This is the big secret behind automation. Now we're also going to cover some more automation secrets in the XML sitemap, what I call specifically the video sitemap. This is one of my best kept secrets. I consider XML and RSS to be very similar now. RSS was designed for the human world, where XML is designed to feed the search engines, your updates from your blog. But XML is XML. RSS is a human version. We are seeing the death of RSS right now in many ways, but I think RSS will be around for a long time before it's changed to pub/subbub. And even then, you're going to have a huge amount of knowledge and automate. I think what I call it is the automation perspective. And so regardless of what happens to RSS, you're going to have all the skills you need with XML to automate your services. And that makes it really, really cool. All right, I'll see you in the next module after you finish your tasks.